adventurers, this is Jerry from AdventurousJeriLynn. Today's video is about quit job versus stay. Right behind me is where I worked at, my old employer. I worked there 11 years. Take on quit your job or to stay, this is my opinion. I felt like there was something that I needed to do. I needed a change. I didn't know what it was, but I just knew I needed something different. And what I did was I wrote down, like most of us do, pros and cons. What is the ideal? What do I get out of here? What can I take away? Is it better for me to stay or is it better for me to leave? After you do that list, then you come to another fork in the road and then you decide. Well, I had came to my fork in the road after 11 years. And I just decided, ooh, it's kind of close. And I just decided that this is what I needed to do. I needed to do something for Jerry. Because if you're not happy, nobody else is happy. Now here's the perks of quitting your job. You can be self-employed. You can find something else. There's a lot of things. Ooh, it's hot. There's a lot of things that you can do. Start your own business. You can go back to school. You can work for somebody else. Or you can do like me and I took my retirement. I cashed that out. And then I became my own self-employee where I did the lift. Which if you go back in my videos, I think this is video 94 for me. And I started off doing that. I did that for 8 months. You know, you take baby steps. You take baby steps because I didn't want to go, once I cashed out my retirement, I didn't want to just go right through all of it. You know, I'm still 8 years away from retirement age. So I took the retirement, paid some bills off, and this is what I did. I picked up a side gig. I was a Lyft driver, which if most people don't know what Lyft driver, that's a gig economy, a ride share. It's the competitor of Uber. And then I did that for 8 months and then I just, you know, I take that back. I did the Lyft first and then I cashed out my retirement. Yeah, that's how it goes. Forgive me. I just got done walking. I don't know how many miles. Anyway, so yeah, I worked for 8 months and then I decided as a self-employee, then I cashed out my retirement from the hospital, paid some bills off, and now I'm doing this YouTube here. Okay. What are the pros of if you stay? You can build up your retirement. You can transfer within, like if it's a big hospital or wherever you're at, maybe you can transfer to a different location. Maybe you can apply for a supervisor. Or maybe if you don't want so much hours, maybe you want to go from full to part-time while you're still putting away your nest egg. Or you could just keep doing what you've been doing and eventually you'll quit. There's so many things, there's options, and you never want to feel like you're stuck in just one thing. Because I tell you what, if I felt like people say, well, you got bills, how can you quit your job? I gave up 11 years seniority. I gave up retirement. I gave up there's a lot of perks. Insurance, I didn't. There's just a lot of things you give up when you give up 11-year job. Even though I didn't have insurance, but most people do. I was under my husband's. But you get what I'm saying. There's a lot of things that you're giving up. And you always have bills. But regardless, you're going to have bills regardless if you stay at your job or if you go somewhere else. I'm changing hands here. Regardless. So why can't you do what you want to do? I did. You know, my dad told me a long time ago, don't ask advice from somebody that hasn't went through it. So I can't very well come on this video and tell you to quit your job. Quit your job, it'll solve everything. No, it's not. It's not going to solve everything. But I knew what I had to do. I had to leave. Something was just like, something's not right. Nothing against the employer. Great employer. Love the employer. Love it. Me and myself, I needed something different. I know that I gave my smiles away. That was my 40th year. I've been working for 40 years for the man, meaning I'm working for somebody else. I'm giving my smiles away to somebody else. After working for 40 years, I wanted to have my own business, being self-employed, being a Lyft driver, being a YouTuber, even though I'm not getting paid from YouTube. But you know, you got to plant that seed. You got to plant that seed. It's not going to grow if you don't plant the seed. It needs sunshine, it needs water. You got to plant that seed. I'm a year and a half into my YouTube. It's not where I want to be, but I got to keep planting that seed. Eventually it'll grow. But if I listened to the naysayers, I'd still be right there at a hospital, seeing life and death every day. And this was 2019 that I quit. Yeah. So you have to decide, what are you going to put up with? Do you want to play it safe? Or do you want to go out there and do what everybody's telling you not to do? My husband, he was the last one. It's like, you can't leave. I mean, I can't support you. The unknown of being a Lyft driver, I mean, who's to say that I'm going to get any rides? I still have a car payment. I still have bills. But I told my husband, I said, if you would just trust me, if I can continue to pay my bills, continue to pay my car payment, he pays for the mortgage, I pay for the utilities and groceries. That's how it's always been. Married 23 years. If I could do that, can I quit my hospital gig? He said, woman, I'm tired of arguing with you. Just do it. But I don't want to hear you complain. And I did it. And fast forward, here we are. This is August of 2020. I left there February 2019 because I was tired of giving my smiles away. I want to give smiles to my brand, AdventurousJeriLynn. That's not being selfish. Sorry, it's hot out here. God done walking. I'm not being selfish. I'm not being anything. I'm doing what's best for me, and you have to do that too. You have to do what's best for you. You already know what you want to do. You can open that business. You can go back to school. And I did both those things. Not this past year and a half, but I mean, I went back to school at age 40. I'll put that all in the description. I'll tell you my backstory. If you haven't went back and watched my other 93 videos, please subscribe, share, like, comment. But all joking aside, again, going back to my dad, I didn't ask for advice from somebody that I didn't, that they hadn't accomplished and overcome. Well, I'm coming to you a year and a half, year and some change, and told you this is what I did. I'm accomplished all my goals. I haven't had to ask. My husband didn't say I told you so. He didn't say that. So I hope you can take away something from this video. Quit job versus stay. I miss my people. I was out here earlier, just a little bit ago, with my good friend. She still works at the hospital. We're out here walking. That's why I'm all glistening, and I apologize. I'm looking kind of, yeah. But we're out here walking and catching up. I talked to 2 of my friends out of 11 years. I met a lot of people working at this hospital 11 years. And I know a lot of people, and I keep in touch with them on different social media. But there's 2 that I always talk to the most, and she's one of them. We just got done walking. And I'm proud of her. She's doing her thing, and I'm doing my thing. And, that's all you can do in life. At the end of the day, when you set your head down, did I do the right thing? Yes, I did. And I hope you make your dreams come true too. If you go back a couple videos, I have a dream video, my vision board. All these steps took me to this moment right here. And I hope I inspired you. I gave up a lot of stuff, but I don't need that stuff. Stuff doesn't make me happy anymore. My friendships, my husband, my kids, my grandkids, my small family group is what makes me happy. Material things don't make me happy anymore. And you got to get to that point too. It's not just a stress of job, it's a stress at home, it's a stress of everything. And you have that all collective. And I tell you, it'll drive you nuts. But I think you're worth it. So you think about that, let that marinate. Let that marinate. And hopefully you'll take steps. Again, if you quit or if you stay, there's perks to both. But I'm telling you what happened, what I did, and I would have never taken it back. And you don't want to go down taking your last breath and living with regret. About to be 54 here at Christmas. I don't want any regrets. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. You do everything to make you happy and make no apologies. I love you, family. Thank you so much. Didn't mean to be all hyped and stuff. Adrenaline's going. We've been out here walking. It is what it is. People who know me know I'm goofy. I'm goofy. Thanks for watching the video. I love you, family. You take care. We'll see you out on the open road. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.